Hello and a very warm welcome. You're watching Breaking on News 18. My name is Aisha Varma and this is the 12 p.m. bulletin. Right at the top, we have some breaking news coming in. This is an update on what's taking place currently with the Israel-Palestine conflict. We're learning that the Israel Defense Minister has declared an emergency situation within a range of 80 kilometers from the Gaza Strip, allowing the Home Front Command to restrict gatherings. Beyond this, there's some more updates coming in, where the Israel Air Force is now attacking targets of the terrorist organization Hamas in the Gaza Strip. There are also reports that say that Israel's military has lost control over a border crossing with Gaza, and the Hamas infiltrators have also taken over the police station in Sderot. There are several casualties. Earlier, we reported that one had been reported dead, while 3 others have been reported injured. This is expected to rise. A shootout is reportedly ongoing. Rockets are still being fired by Hamas in the Gaza Strip towards the cities of Tel Aviv and Jerusalem. Sirens have also been sounded in the Lachish area, the western Negev area, the central Negev area, and this is all surrounding the Gaza Strip. Beyond this, sirens were also sounded in the city of Ashkelon. Sirens have also been sounded in Has Shefa and in that region and the area surrounding the Gaza Strip. The current conflict is still underway. It's important to remember that Israeli Defense Forces have also declared a state of war. As of now, when it comes to information that's coming in about this, Israel is also reportedly calling in reservists to join the war, what they term as a war. For more on this, we're crossing over to CNN News 18's Siddhant Mishra. Siddhant, what are the updates coming in? Do we have an updated death toll? Earlier, we reported 1 dead and 3 injured.
That's right. There is no U-turn for Israel, as we have been talking about. Now we are getting reports that there's going to be a cabinet meeting in Israel at around 1 in the afternoon, and perhaps Israel is officially likely to declare war on Palestine. This is the big breaking for our viewers right now. Point number 2, Hamas has reported that they have kidnapped 5 Israeli soldiers. Perhaps a huge embarrassment setback for the Israeli forces. Many on social media and in fact many opinion makers are calling it a 26-11 kind of a situation. But trust me, it looks like that it is even more worse than that. It's this particular combined attack that have been executed by Hamas has missile attacks in it, also has paragliders landing on Israeli soil. They have taken over Israeli tanks. They have taken over Israeli armored vehicles. They have taken over police stations. They have taken over residential complexes. So far, we have this information that they are 30 to 40 in numbers, but they can be even more. Now, on borders, the Israeli security forces have completely failed. We have been told that the airstrikes have been carried out by the Israeli Air Force on the terror camps, the launch pads of these terrorists in Hamas. Then there are other plans in place. Perhaps right now the security of citizens in the southern part of Israel is utmost important. In fact, the police forces have also been deployed outside various residential complexes. The army has been pressed in. The anti-terrorist squads, the units specialized in handling terrorists, have also been pressed in. The first aim is to neutralize these terrorists roaming scot-free, holding sophisticated weapons in the Israeli armored vehicles on the streets of southern Israel. First, the target is to neutralize them. Then perhaps Israel can simultaneously execute attacks on Hamas. Now, it's a do-and-die situation for Israel, very unprecedented, very rare, and perhaps Israel never had any hint of Hamas planning such large-scale combined attacks on Israel. In fact, there is also a video of Hamas chief, which is widely getting circulated on social media platforms, where sitting at Hamas office, all these Hamas top bosses are perhaps offering celebratory prayers after watching the execution of combined attacks in Israel. So situation is tense. In fact, we are getting strong reactions from other stakeholders in West Asia. Each one of us is monitoring the situation very closely. The Israeli ambassador to India has strongly, perhaps, reacted to it by making a statement on social media platforms. The other diplomats of from Israel worldwide are concerned about their families back home, because situation is such that even the images are coming very gory images are coming, where people have been butchered on the streets, and their bodies are lying on the streets, on the footpath. So that level of perhaps inhuman and ruthless these Hamas militants have been to the normal citizens, to common man of Israel. And definitely, as I've been saying, that there is no U-turn for Israel. The butchery, the kind, the way they've taken the Israeli soldiers hostage, the way they are roaming in Israeli armored vehicles. Israel is surely going to give a befitting reply to Hamas, or perhaps it could be a full and final that we can expect from Israel this time around. Because this time around, Israel holds the position, Israel holds the say to retaliate, because this particular escalation has been initiated by Hamas, by Palestine.
And I want to
So
ask you more about
Israel
that. The fact that this has been escalated by Hamas, they've claimed responsibility for the initial attack of 5,000 rockets being fired into Israel. What statement, when they gave the statement claiming responsibility, what else did they say? Did they give any statement about why they've decided to launch this attack?
Well, this is a ongoing conflict. This is a long-standing conflict. Uh, it is going on maybe from last 50 years. But each time around, the Palestinians call Israelis the oppressors. The Israelis blame Palestinian for the situation. There have been multiple wars fought in this region. There have been multiple conflicts, and there have been multiple friction points between the two nations. But what is happening today is unprecedented, where these infiltrators have broken the security arrangement made by the Israeli forces on the border, and have successfully managed to infiltrate into Israeli territory. Then there are more than 500 missile attacks on Israel. Many of the places have got completely damaged in the missile attacks. The Iron Dome, the air missile defense system, wasn't successful to stop these missile attacks. So there is an attack on Israel from all across, from air, on ground. So the challenge is huge, and since they don't have a time to perhaps to handle the situation, but we could expect a very strong a reply coming from Israel, a befitting reply, which Israel must be planning. And we've been told there's going to be a cabinet meeting at around 1 p.m. where Israel is likely to declare a war on Palestine. And if that happens, it's going to be full and final.
As of now, Israeli Defense Forces have stated that this is a state of war that's currently ongoing.